Hey man, it's been a while. I know it's been a while, but is this thing on? I think it's back on. Look, I know it's been a minute, but you are tuned in to RjeezyTV with your favorite host RJ. Listen, I've been away for a while. It's been about a month since the season ended, and if I'm being honest, as you can see, we have a different. It's set up. It's set up different. You know what I mean? I'm in a different location. You know what I mean? So that's why I was gone for a little bit. I know I was missing y'all, but I was moving, and it was a long move. I'm not gonna lie. I had packed this stuff up like right after, like a week after the Super Bowl. Actually, the week of the Super Bowl. I was packing all my stuff was put away. It was in boxes. And it just got out of the box about a week and a half ago. So I apologize for the delay, for the little hiatus. But hey, we are back in business, man. There's been a lot going on in my personal life, in the sports world, especially the NFL world. We in the off season right now, man. It's been great. But as you can see, we got our new setup. I'm liking the setup. I finally have two monitors. I got two places to look. I can look at myself, and I can look at what else I got to go on. You know what I mean? Like it's been amazing to just witness what I could do with two monitors. I got the whole setup in here. If I might have to attach a video if I want to show y'all what the setup looking like, but I got a whole little office space now, so I'm not in the motherfucking living room like I was previously. You know what I mean? And I'm liking it. You know what I'm saying? You got the light. You got, you know what I mean? I'm rocking with it, bro. But not only that, started at a new job. I don't think I told y'all I started at a new job. Maybe I did tell you I started at a new job, but I've been loving it so far. New high school I'm at, man. Getting ready to get back into my coaching bag. So I will be coaching the football team at the school that I'm at, Mount Miguel. So it's been it's been great. It's been great. Life has been absolutely wonderful. In the sports world, NFL, free agency just opened up about a week ago. Crazy ass moves. We're gonna go into all that in this episode. The combine happened, so we got to see what everybody was doing at the combine. NBA niggas is breaking records. We getting winded down to the end of the season almost, so that way we can get to these playoffs in the NBA. It's a lot going on. March Madness is happening right now. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I'm loving it. Let's start with the hot shit. We all know why we're here. First off, before I even get into this, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, like this video, and go ahead and let me know how your off season has been. Huh? In the NFL, listen, I didn't record an episode when the Super Bowl happened. You guys know who won. The Seahawks won. Fuck them. You know, fuck them. We got to the Super Bowl, and if I'm being honest, I knew that the Seahawks were going to win. Just based off how the whole shit, in the last episode that I had recorded, I had predicted that the Seahawks would win. I had already knew that was going to happen. Then you actually watch the game. They put straight up belt to ass. What can I say? Bad Bunny performed at the halftime show. It was great. Off season happens. Let's get into these fucking moves, man, because it's been an exciting time just to witness the changes that are going to happen in the NFL or that have already happened. So this next season coming up, we're in for a doozy. We're in for a doozy. First off, let's start with them Niners, man. We have been doing exactly what we need to do this offseason. Everything we've needed so far, we've got it damn near covered already before the draft even came around. Okay? First off, biggest splash. We signed Mike Evans, Buccaneers longtime receiver, future Hall of Famer. He's had 10 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. Big boy, big body. Boy, 6'5", big body. We signed him to 3 years, $42.5 million. It initially had came out that he was getting $60 million. I did some research. Some more information came out on his contract. It's actually about $45 million. And they're backlogging his contract so that way it's no guarantees except for this first year, which means they could possibly cut him. Like, say hypothetically he does terrible, they can cut him after that first year of the contract and not have any dead money on their cap. Gotta love it. Great work. Great work. But we get a big time X receiver. We fucking needed that shit for a long time. Pretty much since Kyle Shanahan has been in San Francisco, we have not had a receiver of this stature, of this size, of this magnitude sign with us. So to have this, it's going to unlock our offense tremendously. I've been looking forward to that. Staying on the offensive side, we also signed Christian Kirk. He was on the Texans. He's a little bit of a slot receiver, but he's solid. He did great in the playoffs this year. Throughout the season, it was like a mediocre season for him. But throughout the playoffs, in 2 games, he had 2 touchdowns, about a little over 200 and something yards, which is great considering it's the playoffs. It's big time, money time, and he's over there leading the league or leading the team in receiving yards and touchdowns. Gotta love it. So that means, in terms of our receiving core, we got Christian Kirk, we got Mike Evans, we got Ricky Pearsall, and we got Demarcus Robinson still. He went off against the Eagles. So receiving core looking nice. Brandon Ayuk, bitch ass, he's still on the team, but they probably trying to get rid of him. They've said they're looking for a trade for him because the likelihood that we find, or the likelihood they just let him go for nothing, they can. They definitely can. But they're trying to get any draft compensation that they can. If not, they probably release him later. Fuck them, though. We also signed offensive tackle, veteran Lowe. He came from the Patriots. Okay, I looked at some film on him. Solid. I think they're just trying to load up on depth in case Trent Williams either gets let go or retires or whatever. Because when Trent Williams is not in the game, our offensive line looks like fucking boo-boo. So they need some depth. They got some depth. Great. They signed him 2 years, $12 million. Not even a lot. Right? Only $5 million guaranteed. Not even a lot of money. Cool. Get you some solid backups on the offensive tackle side. And then also we re-signed Jake Tonjes, our backup tight end. He actually played great for us this year when George Kittle was out. As y'all know, George Kittle tore his goddamn Achilles in the playoffs against the Eagles. So we most likely will not start the year with George Kittle. Love Jake Tonjes coming back. Right? Then on the defensive side, because defense is where we did our best, but there were times where we just struggled. Well, guess the fuck what? We're starting to revamp exactly what we needed. First off, Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, back healthy, fully healthy. All right, so we'll have them for the season. We traded with the Cowboys for a defensive tackle. What's his name? Odigizua. Osa Odigizua. That's a tongue twister, my boy. Anyways, he was on the Cowboys. He's a great defensive tackle for them. He played great for the Cowboys. We ended up getting him, and all we gave up was a 3rd-round pick in this year's draft. Gotta love it. We needed some hogs in the middle. Alfred Collins was hurt. He comes back. Who's our other defensive lineman? The rookie. Forgot the rookie's name, but we're having a lot of people come back from injury. We trade for this D tackle. Also, we got that motherfucking boy back. Dre Greenlaw is back, baby. We re-signed him. He's coming back on a 1-year, $7.5 million deal. We missed him so much. Because Fred Warner can't be out there by himself. D Winters is still young. He's still learning. He's still got to get his footing in the NFL because he made some real rookie mistakes. Even though he's not a rookie, I think this is his 2nd year, or his 2nd year just passed. But we needed something else. We needed something consistent. And Dre Greenlaw being back, boy, do we miss that nigga, man. Gotta love it. And then we also signed Nate Hobbs. He's a corner. He was on the Packers. He was drafted by the Raiders, but he's on the Packers. And we signed him to a 1-year deal. He's cool. Nothing crazy, but we need more DBs. That's always been our weak point. We need more DBs. But the way we're looking so far, the way this first initial free agency signing has gone, we've filled some big holes that we needed. At receiver, we filled some big holes. On defense, we're getting a lot of people back healthy, and we signed another linebacker. We signed a defensive tackle. We fucking needed it, bro. And we get some offensive line depth. What else can I say? 49ers, I love what y'all doing so far. I'm excited to see what you do in the draft. I need to know which way y'all are leaning, because now that you did this, if I'm being honest, I would like to see them go the DB route or offensive line route in the first round. Please do not defensive line me to death. We've done this shit for too many years, using our first round pick on a defensive lineman. We get it. Y'all like defensive linemen, but nigga, there's other holes on the team that we need to fill. Get an offensive lineman, get a DB, first round, please. I beg. Around the league, though, getting off of just the 49ers, around the league, first off, this was the biggest news when it happened. Happened about a week ago. So the Ravens, they traded for Max Crosby. They traded with the Raiders for Max Crosby. They traded a 2026 and a 2027 first round pick, right? This happens on a Friday. I said, ooh, shit, that's crazy. Ravens get a defensive lineman, a crazy defensive lineman, Max Crosby. Raiders get 2 first round picks as they're looking to their rebuild. They got Clint Kubiak. They're looking to rebuild. Then a couple days later, the Ravens back out of the trade because Max Crosby failed a physical. So the Raiders get their first round picks back, and Max Crosby, the Ravens get their first round picks back. The Raiders get Max Crosby back. No trade anymore. What the fuck? And then if we're looking at it, the Ravens said he failed a physical. I listened to Max Crosby speak on a podcast. He said that the vibe was off when he got to the facility and was taking this shit. They said that the vibe was off when he took his physical. The GM wouldn't talk to him. Like, his vibe was off when he was talking to the GM. It was kind of like they knew they were getting cold feet on the trade and that they ended up rescinding it a couple days later. I think it's because they got cold feet. For one, they didn't want to give up those first round picks, and they ended up losing some key pieces that they did not want to lose. For example, the Giants end up signing Isaiah Likely, 3 years, $40 million. Isaiah Likely is the Ravens' best tight end. They have Mark Andrews, but that nigga stays hurt and he's getting older. Isaiah Likely was the receiving tight end. He was fast. He was agile. He was doing everything for them. They lost him to the Giants. Then the Raiders also end up signing the Ravens center, Tyler Linderbaum, which is he's a solid center. He got 3 years, $81 million from the Raiders. So I think, and then the Ravens also lost some other small pieces here and there, but they lost some big pieces on the offensive side. And they said, I think, me personally, failed physical, fuck that. Because you could work your way around a failed physical. You could work your way around that so often if the player is good enough and if you feel like he's going to do right by y'all. They end up getting cold feet because they didn't want to lose out on their first round picks after already losing out on their key players that they didn't want to lose. That's my opinion, and I feel like around the league, that's what everybody else is thinking. Ravens, that's bad business. They also did this shit with Michael Crabtree back in like 2017, 2016. They end up putting a trade in for another receiver. Then they see Michael Crabtree is interested, so they take that trade back, end up signing Michael Crabtree. Weird shit, man. Weird shit. Because then, to make matters worse, the Ravens end up signing Trey Hendrickson. He's the defensive lineman from the Bengals. And lo and behold, they signed that nigga for, what was his contract? For 4 years, $112 million. That's damn near the same amount of money you were going to pay Max Crosby. Newsflash, Trey Hendrickson was out damn near the whole year last year with a fucked up pectoral muscle. He stays injured. So for you guys to all of a sudden think that you're going to get something better with Trey Hendrickson, I don't know about that one. They're both hurt. Max Crosby was hurt. Trey Hendrickson was hurt. I will say I love Max Crosby way more than I like Trey Hendrickson. Just off production alone. Max Crosby's going to get to the quarterback. Whether he sacks him or not, if the quarterback gets rid of it, that's cool. But he's going to get there. He's going to pressure the QB. But hey, Ravens, that's shady business. You niggas got that fucking Italian mobster as y'all GM, as y'all owner. So that's probably just how y'all do business. Whatever. But not all hope is lost for the Raiders. I'm not gonna lie. I love the Raiders' offseason moves so far. Clint Kubiak coming from the Seattle Seahawks. He was the offensive coordinator at the Seahawks. He is doing a great job getting key pieces to a rebuild. They already have Ashton Genty, and they already have Brock Bowers on the offensive side. On the defensive side, they keep Max Crosby. Other than that, they need to get everybody else. But here's some of the moves they did. First off, they released Geno Smith. Needed that. That nigga was boo-boo. No, Geno Smith dookie balls. Didn't need him anymore. Got rid of him. Get him off the books. Don't have to pay him no more on a salary cap. Then they signed Kobe Dean from the Eagles. He was a linebacker for the Eagles. They signed him 3 years, $36 million. And they signed another linebacker from the Packers, Quay Walker. Both linebackers are young. Both linebackers are very good. Nakobe Dean has been a great linebacker for the Eagles. And he's only like 25, 26. He's young. He's only in his like fourth year. Very young. He's promising for the future. Quay Walker, same thing. He's young. Good to go. Big body. They needed that because on defense, boy, their linebackers were doo-doo. So to get two linebackers, gotta love it, right? And then obviously, like I said, they got that center from the Ravens, helped their offensive line. They're bolstering up the things that they need to. They have the number 1 pick. They're probably going to get Fernando Mendoza, probably, maybe. So you'll get a young QB, bolster up the offensive line, bolster up your defense, get ready to go. You know what I mean? Love the move so far. I can't complain with it. And then let's go to a team who's doing their rebuild terribly. We see the Raiders, they're doing the proper rebuild. And then you have a poverty bum-ass franchise like the Dolphins, who are also looking to rebuild, but they're doing everything wrong, like they do. I want to preface everything I'm about to say and all the news that I'm about to break about the Dolphins. I want to preface it by saying the Dolphins have not won a playoff game since 2001. I was born in 2000, which basically means them niggas have not won a playoff game the entire time I've been alive. It's been 25 years since they've won a playoff game. That's terrible. And when I read these moves off, you're going to see exactly why. First off, they released Tua Tagovailoa, which in terms of play is not bad because Tua stays hurt. He has the concussion problem, and ever since he got all those concussions and he dislocated his hip, he hasn't been the same player. He started off really well. He hasn't been the same player. So in terms of on the field, that's a good move. Here's the bad move, though. They still are going to have him in dead money, right? So they released Tua Tagovailoa. They end up signing Malik Willis. He was the backup quarterback for the Packers. He got 3 years, $67.5 million. Big bag, considering this nigga was a backup. Young black brother as well. So I'm not mad at that. Malik, get your motherfucking money, dude. He came in last year when Jordan Love was hurt. He came in for like 3-4 games. He showed out in those games. The nigga ends up getting a bag. I can't do nothing but give you a golf clap, my brother. Congrats. That's what you want to do, especially a young black brother. Nigga, fuck them. Because the white QBs get picked up all the time for way less. So I'm not mad at that. Get your money, dog. Right? That's a good move. The bad moves, or should I say just the weird moves, the Dolphins trade Minkah Fitzpatrick to the Jets, and all they get is a 7th round pick. Minkah Fitzpatrick is a solid safety. So the fact that they are trading this nigga for a 7th round pick, and you still are going to have him on the books, you still have to pay him. Why get rid of him? And he's, okay, whatever, boom. They also trade, this was a big splash. They also trade Jalen Waddle on their offense. They traded him to the Broncos. They traded him and a 4th round pick to the Broncos. The Broncos give them a 1st round pick, a 3rd round pick, and a 4th round pick in this year's draft. Right? For the Broncos, that's a great pickup because they needed somebody to stretch the defense. And they were just in the AFC Championship. They're trying to get a fucking Super Bowl. So for the Broncos, great. For the Dolphins, you sign Malik Willis, but then get rid of all your receivers. So who the fuck he throwing to? Then he gonna have Joe and Schmo out there. Nigga, I can go play receiver for the goddamn Dolphins the way they receiver room looking. Trash. They don't have Tyreek no more. So what the fuck they about to do? Who knows? I actually want to show y'all before I even get to the rest. The Dolphins. This is terrible, and here's why. Look at this right here. Boom. Oh no, not block. This is dead money that they have to pay this season because they got rid of all these players prematurely. They are paying Tua $50 fucking million, and he's not on the team anymore. Tyreek, $28.2 million, he's not on the team no more. Jalen Waddle, $26.3 million, they just traded him. Jalen Ramsey, that nigga ain't played with y'all for 2 years, and y'all still paying him $20.9 million. Minkah Fitzpatrick, you just traded him for a 7th round pick, and you're still paying him $13 million. Bradley Chubb, they just got rid of him. He signed with the Bills. That nigga is still getting paid $10.9 million. Teron Armstead, nigga's not on the team no more. $10.7 mil. What the fuck are we doing? Look at these niggas, man. For reference, they are paying $175 million out of their $300 million to niggas who are not on the team no more. That's what you call salary cap hell. That's what you call, you niggas ain't gonna be good for a minute because you can't pay nobody. You can't get no free agents with no money, nigga. And y'all trading away all y'all. That's what you don't do. If you're a franchise trying to rebuild, this is the shit you don't do. This is 101 on how to fuck up your future. If I'm the GM, I can't even say if I'm the GM because that nigga's stupid. The Dolphins owner, dumb, stupid, not money savvy, not business savvy when it comes to this NFL shit. Maybe in other avenues, but not this one. Dolphins, terrible. Terrible. Now that I'm off the soapbox, some other big moves, right? Keeping it in the NFC West division. In terms of football move, this is crazy, but I hate it because they're our rival. But the Rams trade for Trent McDuffie. He is cornerback for the Chiefs, if y'all don't know. A fucking all-pro, a great corner. He's been the Chiefs' best corner for the last 4 years. But they end up signing him. The Rams gave up a 1st round pick, a 5th round pick, and a 6th round pick in this year's draft, and then a 3rd round pick in next year's draft. They got 4 picks, bro. And all they get is Trent McDuffie. This tells me they're going for the Super Bowl now. Which, if I'm them, makes sense. They were just in the NFC Championship, and it was a close game. Like, they're literally a drive away from winning the game. So I can understand why they want to bolster up their defense. They get Trent McDuffie, a great corner, and they said, fuck them picks. But if I'm being honest, since Sean McVay has been there, he's always had that mentality, fuck them picks. Give me players now. I don't give a fuck about them picks. Hey, great on both ends. The Chiefs, they get a lot of picks because they have holes to fill in other places if they want to get back to being competitive. Patrick Mahomes is injured, so he's probably not going to start the season. So you get some picks, great. Also, the Chiefs end up signing Kenneth Walker, who was just the Super Bowl MVP for the Seahawks, running back. They sign him. I think he gets a 3-year deal, if I'm not mistaken. And, hey, that's good because they ended up getting rid of Isaiah Pacheco. So they had released Isaiah Pacheco. He signed with, who did Isaiah Pacheco sign with? Isaiah Pacheco signed with the Dolphins, with the Detroit Lions. So they lost Alec Pacheco, who was their bell cow, but they end up getting Kenneth Walker, who was the fucking Super Bowl MVP, which is crazy that they even let him go to him because think about it. You got Patrick Mahomes. If he has a good running game, what can I say, man? What can I say? Yeah, Kenneth Walker ends up signing a 3-year, $45 million deal. 27.8 or 28.7 guaranteed. Fuck. Good move. Good move, Chiefs. Other moves that the Chiefs made, actually, they traded for Justin Fields. So Justin Fields gets traded to the Chiefs from the Jets. The Jets end up getting a 7th-round pick for that. That's nice. For Justin Fields, I love that because since he's gotten to the league, his offensive coordinators have been just, I can't even say the word I want to say, but they've been stupid. Like, he's always had dumbass offensive coordinators who don't know how to use him, don't know what to do. It's just been bad moves ever since. So for him to go to Andy Reid and the Chiefs, I love that. It could damn near revive his career because he's been getting tossed around like a bad hoe. So for him to get to an offense like this, I love it. Patrick Mahomes is not going to start the season most likely because he's injured. So Justin Fields will get some good play time, get some good film, hopefully revive his career. Fuck yeah, man. What else? There's been so many moves going on. It's ridiculous, honestly. The Packers made a couple moves, okay? Packers, they traded their D tackle Colby Wooden, and then they traded him to the Colts. They get Zaire Franklin, the linebacker. For the Packers, that is a great fucking move. For the Colts, I don't know why y'all got rid of Zaire Franklin. I honestly don't know. Zaire Franklin has been one of the best linebackers in the league over the last 3 years. He's led the league in tackles twice. So for the Packers, great move. They give up a D tackle, they get a linebacker, right? They had traded away, or not traded away, but they did trade away. They traded away their D end Rashawn Gary to the Cowboys, and they ended up getting some picks. But Rashawn Gary was solid for them. That's why I was actually confused that they got rid of him. But probably cap space or whatever the hell you want to call it. But he ends up going to the Cowboys. For the Cowboys, they needed that because they just got rid of their D tackle. So they need some defensive linemen. And then Romeo Doubs, who was the Packers receiver, he ends up signing with the Patriots. He got 4 years, $70 million. So a lot of crazy moves for the Packers. Great job. And then they traded that defensive tackle to the Colts, but they end up signing Javon Hargrave from the Vikings. So they end up getting a D tackle anyways. And he's solid too. I'm not going to lie. He's solid. He played for the Vikings. He did exactly what the fuck he needed to do. Okay? Other moves. The Panthers. They were just in the playoffs for the first time since 2015, for the first time in 10 years. They actually did pretty solid in the game, and they end up signing Jalen Phillips, 4 years, $120 million. Defensive end. IE native, should I add. Redlands native, should I add. But they end up signing him. That's a big splash for them because he's a big-time defensive lineman. He gets to the fucking quarterback. He does exactly what he needs to do. So for them to get him, that's good because their defense was solid. They already got the corner. They already got two good-ass corners. They got solid linebackers, so they should be good to go. Let's see what they do with that. The Bears. The Bears gonna bear, man. After the season they just had, they got Caleb Williams. They had a great season. They end up getting rid of niggas. Kevin Byard leaves, which is their safety. They traded DJ Moore to the Bills and got a second-round pick. Why would you trade away your best receiver? I have no fucking idea. Because your young quarterback needs receivers to throw to. So unless you plan on drafting somebody, you need receivers. So why do you trade away your best receiver? Sounds like some Bears shit, if I'm being honest. Sounds like some Bears shit. Also crazy, the Lions traded David Montgomery to the Texans. Okay, they end up getting a 4th-round pick, 7th-round pick, and an offensive lineman. For the Lions, it doesn't make sense because your offense has thrived off the run game. Your offense is built around the run game. You had this whole Sonic and Knuckles thing because you had David Montgomery, and then you had, what's my nigga name? Who's Sonic? Fucking Jahmyr Gibbs. You had both of them. You had Gibbs and you had Montgomery. And there was a perfect tandem. Montgomery is the power back. He's going to get it tough yards. He's going to run it down the middle. And then you got Jahmyr Gibbs. He's your speedster. This nigga gets on the edge and he's gone. He's taken off. If you think that Jahmyr Gibbs is going to do all this shit by himself, you're mistaken. That's a bad combo. You want to relieve him of some of that pressure. Because you don't want to, like, having to rely on one back every time. For one, if he gets hurt, you're fucked. For two, you don't want to put all those carries on his body. He remains fresh if you give David Montgomery the ball on certain situations. They could swap. So they end up trading him to the Texans. And then the Texans also signed Reed Blankenship from the Eagles. He was an exciting white. Exciting white. Reed Blankenship ended up getting 3 years, $24.7 million. If I'm being honest, the Texans made some very, very good moves. Some very good moves. They get Reed, who helps their defense. Their defense is already fucking top 5 in the NFL. So to get Reed Blankenship is great. The nigga tackles great. He covers. He does exactly what he needs to do. Then they get a running back, which they needed. They get rid of an offensive lineman, but hey, you can make that up somewhere. But they get a running back. Hopefully they bolster up that line and get some better receivers, or just keep the receivers that you have healthy, and then y'all might be solid. CJ Stroud, hopefully you have a better year as well. Any last moves? Jaguars, Devin Lloyd. He goes to the Panthers as well. So he's a solid linebacker from San Diego. All my San Diego niggas stand up. But yes, Panthers, I like the moves y'all making too. You go to the playoffs and you niggas said we need to get better. We get a splash defensive lineman, a splash linebacker. We already got a solid DB core. Do exactly what the fuck you need to do, dog. Do exactly what you need to do. Any other big ones that's happened? There are some other moves that happen around the league, but if I'm being honest, mediocre moves. Nothing that's going to crazy move the needle, but hey, NFL, this is the offseason that I like to see, dog. Because we got big names going to new places. Big names going to new places. The Micah Pittman also went to the Steelers. And Rico Dowdle from the Carolina Panthers also went to the Steelers. Okay. Tariq Woolen, he was just on the Seahawks. He ended up going to the Eagles. Only 1 year, $15 million. He said, I'm finna go get paid. I already got my ring. I'm finna go get paid. So, okay moves. Okay moves. I will say this. Oh, I forgot one big splash. I forgot. Last big splash of the evening. Kyler Murray, that nigga's not on the Cardinals no more. He got released from the Cardinals. He ends up signing a 1-year deal with the Vikings. The Vikings also said they're going to keep J.J. McCarthy. So, now they got 2 QBs. Again. Hopefully, one of them does their fucking job so Justin Fields is not in purgatory any longer. Okay? Hopefully he does that. And we'll see what the Vikings could do. They got rid of some people. So, let's look forward to the season. Kyler Murray, I've never been scared of you, nigga. I've never been scared of you. So you going to them, cool. Get out of the division. I don't know what the Cardinals going to do. Them niggas buns anyway. They're the little brother that everybody forgets about. Because it's a 3-headed monster, and them niggas is buns. Buns. I don't even know why they still in the division. Put them niggas in an expansion league. I don't give a fuck about them. I don't give a fuck about them. But that concludes NFL, man. You know, good off season. We still got some new moves that are gonna happen, so we'll see what continues to happen with the NFL. A couple NBA news, man. Since we've been away, man, NBA they voted or they are going to vote. I think as the day I'm recording this, they're gonna do it today or maybe tomorrow. They're voting on expansion teams. 2 expansion teams. One in Seattle, one in Las Vegas. So now they'll have 32 teams, possibly, instead of 30. I love this move, bro. First off, Seattle Supersonics was a time in history, man. Love the Supersonics. Them niggas seemed like they were just so lit. You know what I mean? So I love that. And then Las Vegas, they're getting everything. They got the Aces. They got the Raiders. If they get an NBA team too, Vegas is on the fucking come up, bro. They've been on a come up, but now it's like, god damn, you niggas want everything in Vegas. First off, hot as shit down there in Vegas. Hot as shit. And it's also crazy because everything in Vegas is in like, it's on where the strip is at. And they're like, god damn. But, hey, gotta love it. NBA, hopefully y'all get both of those teams. I'm assuming the Seattle team will be the Supersonics again, which I would love. Keep the Supersonics. For Vegas, I wonder what the name will be, like what their logo will be. I don't know. Leave in the comments what y'all think. What y'all think the Vegas team gonna be? Because the Aces, they kind of give me Raiders vibes because they're black and silver, just like the Raiders. So are they gonna try to stick with the black and silver theme? I don't know. Hopefully, that'd be cool. A black and silver NBA team? But we already got the Spurs. Hey man, leave it in the comments what y'all think, man. Also in the NBA, I want to touch on this because this is crazy. Bam Adebayo, that nigga scored 83 points in a game, man. Second highest to Wilt Chamberlain. 2 points higher than the late great Kobe Bean Bryant. But if you watch this game, you know that shit was fluky, man. First off, they was playing the Wizards. The Wizards are absolutely garbage. Absolutely garbage. They're tanking. They're tanking so they can get the top 3 pick. We already know. But they were terrible, bro. Okay, Bam Adebayo, his stat line. 83 points. He was 20 of 43 from the field. 7 of 22 from the 3-point line. The nigga was 36 of 43 from the free throws. 43 free throws in a game? What are we doing? What are we doing? Ref said, here, just please score. Please score more, please. Congrats, Bam Adebayo, because, hey, it's still hard as shit to score 83, but goddamn. If you watch the game, they was over there, they up by 15, 20, and they fouling so they can get the ball back. I'm trying not to hate, but boy, it's hard. I'm trying not to hate. I'll say this. I'll preface it by saying, great job, Bam Adebayo. Great job. Secondly, that was some bullshit. That's all I'll say about that. That's all I'll say about that. Also, man, before I get up out of here, I had went to Cosm in LA. My cousin took me there. We ended up seeing a Laker game. A Laker game versus when they played the Knicks. Lakers versus Knicks. First off, Luka Doncic, that nigga's been going absolutely bonkers. The nigga just scored 60 last night. He's been going absolutely bonkers. Lakers also on like an 8-9 game win streak right now. They're looking to they're the current 3 seed in the West. Gotta fucking love it. I think legitimately they have a chance to do some big shit this year if they stay healthy for one and if they lock up for two. With the way the season is going, I love the way the Lakers is looking. Love the way the Lakers is looking. But yeah, man, NBA. It's been. Honestly, I'm waiting for the playoffs to start, dog. It's been some good shit going on, but hey, what really can I say? All I know is right now, I'm watching the Lakers. I'm making sure they get the highest seed possible. Luka Doncic is going crazy. LeBron going crazy. Reeves going crazy. Everybody's going crazy on the Lakers. When I went to the Cosm game, one thing I did notice, which kind of pisses me off, but I do notice that because if you don't know what the Cosm is, it's like the dome shit, like in Vegas. Like it's that dome shit where like it's like whole all around you. It feels like you're at the game. So we were, if we were if we were really at the game, we had front row seats. Like that's where we were looking from. Like if we were at front row. And it wasn't TV copy. It was like as if we were actually there. You feel me? With that being said, I do notice when it's not the TV copy and you can really see everything that's going on, them NBA niggas complain a lot, bro. They complain a lot. Every time them niggas go out for a bucket, whether they make it or not, them niggas crying to the ref. Ref, did you not see? Ref, did you? They always having a conversation. Nigga, what are you having a conversation for? The foul didn't get called. Or it did get called. Nigga, they not going back on it, bro. Get the fuck away from them. Play ball, nigga. Get a bucket. And if you did get the bucket, nigga, call and one, get to the line, and get the fuck on. Stop crying, nigga. That shit, like, I know everybody's been saying that lately, but seeing that firsthand, you know what I mean? Because TV copy sometimes, like, yeah, you can see them talking back and forth, but sometimes they may go to commercial break. Like, them niggas talk all goddamn game to the ref. Play ball, my guy. Play ball. I don't give a fuck about them refs, dude. They're not gonna call it. And you over here sitting foul baiting. Nigga, just play ball. That's my only 2 cents about that Cosm shit, about that experience. It was a great experience, and I really got to see what was going on with the goddamn refs and the players. And in my opinion, that shit was too much crying going on. And it was Luka. And we know Luka be crying, but goddamn, seeing that firsthand was insane to me. That was insane to me. Buddy, oh buddy, oh buddy, oh buddy, oh buddy. Anyways, that's it, man. That's all I got for y'all on this wonderful episode. We have some things coming up down the line. As we sit here today, it is almost April. We have about 9 days till April. In April, we have the NFL draft. So the NFL draft is coming up. I look forward to that. NBA, I will start covering the NBA a little bit more since it is NFL offseason. We gotta get to these other sports. MLB is not back just yet, but it's close. So, when I come back, I'll have some March Madness updates for y'all. We've had a couple upsets, man, but goddamn, it's so many goddamn games going on right now. Cause it's only the first round, so it's the round of 64. So it's like, nigga, I'll hit y'all in this second round, cuz, and we could cover that. But I look forward to all that with y'all, man. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. If you have not already, please make sure you like this video. Comment what you think the Las Vegas team is gonna be, because I have no idea. What's your thoughts on the NFL offseason so far? On the NBA playoffs coming up? Let me know, brother. If you're a Seattle Seahawks fan, since y'all just won the championship, congratulations to you, but also at the same time, fuck you, respectfully. 49er, bang, bang, Niner gang on top. But anyways, subscribe. I look forward to seeing y'all. Peace.